guys, it's Sam from Warpgate Studios, and this is a video that I got requested to do today on decals or transfers, however way you want to say it, and how to make them look painted on your models. Saves a hell of a lot of time and craziness, and looks actually pretty good. So I'm going to sort of go through all of the products to start with that I use. There's 4 main stages that I go through when applying decals. The first stage is applying some sort of gloss varnish. This is Vallejo Mecha varnish. I love it. It's very, very good, solid gloss varnish. Dries pretty quick as well, yeah, just is very, very good. The next thing, I'm going to probably move that over there because this is going to be in order of how you're going to use them. So the next thing is this product is called Micro Set. You'll see these two are like brother and sisters together. Micro Set and Micro Sol, they are wonderful products. They really, really are good. They work in tandem with each other. This is to that you actually put this on before you put the decal actually on the model. This helps as well. And then this you put onto the decal once it's on there, and then this is to finish off. So I'll go through all the main stages. So the first stage I'm going to do is just get some Vallejo Mecha varnish, and I'm going to pop that on my palette, and I'm literally just going to paint it onto the area where I want to be applying the decal. So in this instance, this is a Space Marine, an Assault Intercessor Space Marine, and I'm going to be putting the decal on this area here, which is his shoulder pad, and it's a rounded shoulder pad. And it's quite a pain to put a decal on here normally, but with these products, I'm going to be able to show you how to do it pretty well. So the first stage is just to literally apply that gloss varnish onto the model, and don't really worry about being too neat on this. Once you've actually painted the model, we're going to be taking all the gloss varnish or the gloss look off right at the end of it, but this is the first stage of just painting it in that shoulder pad, in the area that you're going to be applying the decal. Not too thick, just reasonable. And then I am going to let this dry, and then I will be back once this is dry and show you what the next stage is. Okay, so once this is completely dry, we're going to grab some Micro Set, which is this material here, and I'm just going to give this a quick layer on top of the shoulder pad here, and just literally give it a nice little base. This is purely to improve the cohesion of the decal onto the surface that you're going to be putting it onto. And I've just popped some water on this decal here, and what I'm going to do is just lift this decal off of the paper, and I'm going to place it onto the surface that I'm going to be using. And then you can get a little bit of water and then manipulate it a little bit by moving it around on there to get it into the place where you're happy with it. And you'll notice at the moment that the decal sticks out a little bit. There's some bits, it's not adhering perfectly to it. It's not gonna at this point. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get it into the pretty much the place that I want it. I'd be happy with that as a spot. So what I'm gonna do is actually grab just a little bit of tissue and just dab it on there and just get it close to where it's going to be. So there it is without any water on. You'll still see that it doesn't form to that shoulder pad that well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the next product, which is this Micro Sol, and this specifically softens decals to conform to irregular surfaces. So what you want to do is actually paint this on top of the model, on top of the decal, should I say. And just give this a couple of seconds to get going. This is pretty good. don't forget to be washing your brushes out while you're using all this sort of stuff, because I think this is like vinegar based or something along those lines. It's an acidic base, these two products here, the Microset, Microsol. So make sure you're washing your brush out regularly so that it doesn't really get stuck in to your brush. But yeah, so once we've actually used that Microsol here, this product here, we're going to be just waiting a few more seconds, and then I'm going to get my tissue. This should be stuck on in place, so it's not going to move because of the Microset that we used. So I'm just going to now literally press on it and press on it around like this here, and get all of it out. And then you'll actually notice that it's completely now softened to the shape of where it's going to be. So it's fully on there, and it actually looks like it's supposed to be on there. The issue that you've got now is the fact that it still looks like a decal. There's shininess on it. Even though your shoulder pad is shiny, it's still shiny, and you can actually see that it's a little bit of a shoulder pad. So what you can do is that you can actually use another coat of this Microsol on top of it to soften it up a little bit more and dissolve some of that decal away, which is what I'm going to do here. We're just going to give it another coat of that just to soften it up even more, and then we'll repeat the same process that I just did a minute ago of just giving it a brush, giving it a few seconds on there, and then just brushing it again with the paper towel just to get that off of there and smooth it all over. And you'll actually start seeing that this starts to look even better, smooth. There's no irregularities in the decal. It looks very, very smooth, and it's on there perfectly. Now the way to take away all of the shininess on it and get it looking like it was fully painted on is a combination of Microsol, this product here, and also just painting over some Lamium medium over the top of it. So what we're going to do is grab our paintbrush and just grab some Lamium medium out of here. I'm just going to grab a little bit out the top. This has already just been shaken up before I started the video, but a little bit of Lamium medium, and then we're just going to paint it over the top. One thing I've learned working with Lamium medium is not to use too much of it, because it does pool, and when it does pool, it actually can have like a white crusty residue to it if there's too much of it. So just give it a coat, and multiple coats is better than one big thick coat on it. So we're going to just leave it like that. This is going to take a little bit longer to dry, so I'm going to just give this a few minutes, and then I'll be back to show you what it looks like after a couple of coats of Lamium medium. And there you have the finished product, which is the decal looking like it's been painted on. The Lamium medium's dried completely, and it just looks like it's been painted on. So this is how I apply my decals on my models. And as I said, just a recap: gloss varnish over the area, especially if it's a rounded or regular shape, just to give it a nice smooth surface to adhere to. Microset to give it a good adhesion to the model, and then water on the decal to get the decal off of the paper, get that put on, and then Microsol, which softens it. Give it a good wait, maybe 20 seconds, 30 seconds when the Microsol's on there, which is a solvent, and then nice press onto the decal, press it on, give it a good wiggle around, and then finish it up with some Lamium medium to take off all of the shine. And there you have the decal on there looking as though it's been painted on. So I hope that's helped. I'll put a description in the video of all of the products I've used, so you can take a quick look at them. And any questions, or if anybody's got any other tips on applying decals, please feel free to put them in the comments section. I hope this video has been worthwhile, and people actually want to start putting decals on their models a bit more, because I know it's a bit daunting when you don't really know how to use them. So yeah, would love to hear your comments on applying decals, and see you next week for another video. Cheers, bye.